Thank you, Arpita. A warm welcome and very good afternoon to everybody on the call. I really appreciate the time taken for you to join this call today. We have a very esteemed community on the call today, starting from the internal Schneider team of sales teams, offer business development teams, segment owners, subject matter experts, PAEs, the regional sales heads, the channel managers, and of course the vice presidents across businesses. We have Mr. Nikhil Patak, Vice President, Central Marketing and Business Development. We have Manish Kandelwal, National Sales Vice President, and we have Mr. Sendil Kumar, Vice President, Industry Automation. And of course, the most important is the external community that we have in the call, the system integrators. Now, as you would have seen the theme is all about United for Tomorrow, build an automated world together. Over the last year to year and a half, the world has changed. The world has impacted every single one of us, be it both personally and professionally. The automation is the probably the I would say the way of life going forward, and more so in the industrial space. Now, today we would want to discuss with you and share our thoughts and plans in terms of how we are wanting to address the wanting to address the industries with our automation portfolio. What is the role that we from Schneider Electric play across respective teams, and what is the expectations that we have from all of you? Many of you have been associated with us for a long time, but the kind of changes that we are seeing today is probably once in a generation that we are seeing the kind of changes that are happening across the system. A warm welcome to all of you today, and it's my pleasure to host the three vice presidents from Schneider Electric: Mr. Sendil Kumar, Vice President, Industry Automation; Mr. Nikhil Patak, Vice President, Central Marketing and Business Development; and Mr. Manish Kandelwal, Vice President, National Sales. Thank you for joining us on the call today. As we have briefed, and we have the system integrators of industry automation on the call today, and it's our pleasure to host all of them. Sendil, probably the partner community which is there on the call, you are probably a new face, while Manish and Nikhil, people know them for long in the organization. So I would request you to give a short brief about yourself and throw some light on the theme that we have for today: United for Tomorrow and build an automated world together.
Thanks, Hari. Welcome, everybody. This is Senthil Kumar. I'm Vice President for Industrial Automation. I've assumed this responsibility from July 1st onwards. I was part of Schneider prior to this responsibility. I was leading Erotham for Asia Pacific as a managing director. Now, coming to your question, Hari, Industry 4.0 is considered as the fourth industrial revolution, the basis of industries for the future. It is primarily consists of automation of manufacturing in the industries, both discrete and process, by means of all the evolving technologies like IoT, mobility, big data, analytics, all those aspects. The connected devices at the shop floor, like field instruments, are getting much more smarter and intelligent and throwing huge amount of data on every parameter in the shop floor, which is helping us to improve the manufacturing capability, the efficiency, and the quality of products in a way which was unimaginable few years back. So at Schneider Electric, we leverage these technologies and start with EcoStruxure. Let's start with EcoStruxure, where you find that the connected devices are at the bottom layer, and you have the edge control, and then finally at the top you have the apps and analytics. The connected device gives us a capability to connect us from the shop floor to the top floor. All these data which is generated by the smart connected devices, by the technologies which I've already mentioned, is converted into meaningful data in the process control, the traditional PLCs and the DCS. And further, these data are fed into apps and analytics, where the capability to analyze every part of the manufacturing or process industry is enhanced. And with such available data, it throws us much more insights into the whole process, which gives us a capability to control, monitor, and process to produce high quality products at an efficiency which we have not seen in the past. At Schneider, we are investing heavily in all these technologies, including software. We have Aviva software, suite of softwares with us. We have acquired Frolit, and we are acquiring many such softwares of late. If you find, all of this give us further increased capability for us to automate every manufacturing industry, whether it is discrete or process. Hari?
Thank you, Sandil. A lot of key words that you've used: technology, monitoring, control, EcoStruxure, IoT, and it's obviously it's a pleasure for us being part of Schneider Electric and being at the forefront of this. Now, Nikhil, for you, being at the forefront of technology that Schneider has, and how is that engagement? How critical a role that the partner community plays in this particular space, and especially more so from a system integrator community.
Yeah, good question, Hari. And first is I'm Nikhil Pathak, and I'm Vice President for Central Marketing Business Development for Greater India Zone, and happy to talk to all of you today. And also feeling privileged to be part of this very, very important discussion on our partnership. Today Senthil spoke about IIoT, and then there is an increasing transformation which is happening in this digitization and the digitized world. Almost everything where we look at industry on IoT and Industry 4.0, increasing amount of digitization happening, and that talks about our ability to deliver what we promise to customer as part of our solution. So while Schneider has an offer for the automation, we are looking at our larger ecosystem, and our system integrator and especially are part of our very, very inclusive ecosystem. So they are the arm through which we delivered our offers and solution, and that's why they become extremely critical part when we look at our end customer engagement, and the system integrator has a very, very pivotal role to play. In fact, it's a very critical role to play. Now, it's a win-win situation, because when we look at the system integrator, there's a local know-how what they have, and the Schneider has technology thought leadership offers on automations and software, and we combine both this skill set to deliver a superior solution to our end customer. And in this journey, we have our system integrator alliance program, where we increasingly look at more cooperation, collaboration, including some co-development opportunities, while understanding the customers' problems and then reaching out with our solution. So it's a very strong engagement. We continue to look at enhancing the technical capabilities, competency, and including the marketing support, because it's all about competency and our ability to deliver the required solution to our customer swiftly and efficiently. So I would say it's just pretty much integral part of our ecosystem, our extended arm. And then we do have all possible programs under Alliance partnership, where we constantly keep looking at strengthening our partnership. And it's once again growth for our system integrators under Alliance program, where they can grow profitability. We also continue to look at the customer satisfaction jointly being delivered by us.
Thank you, Nikhil. I think key pointers that you have highlighted here in terms of competency, capability to deliver, and of course, it's a very the technology. I mean, somebody has to take the technology to the customer and communicate the same. Manish, moving on to you now, keeping these 2 pointers that Senthil and Nikhil spoke of. Now, how are we structured from a customer-facing team, be it a customer-facing team or a partner-facing team, to address the needs and demands of the community?
Thank you, Hari, for the question. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Manish Khandelwal, and I lead sales for Greater India Zone. I'm at Schneider for the last 13 years. Well, coming to the question, Hari, like Schneider says, we are the most local of the global companies. Our structure for customers and partners is also completely in sync with that. We are structured in regions and branches to address the local needs. And the way we are structured is in each region and branches, we have industry and user, OEM teams, and of course other pipe teams as well. They are the first line of contact for partners and our customers. They are suitably trained to discuss most of the requirements and drive coverage and saturation. Then we have industry spokes who are primarily specialized industry members, channel teams to further support and enable partner community. Now, second, these teams are further fully supported by our prescription teams to drive specs at the consultant level and establish our technical superiority. Then we have SAEs and ADEs to extend necessary pre-sales and need-based execution support across regions. Last but not the least, at the country level, we have segment teams to drive CEO level engagement and other key stakeholders engagement, and they also continuously work and guide our teams on project to project basis. So you can see that we are rightly structured to address the emerging needs.
Thank you, Manish. I think that's a very, very strong team that we have, which is a customer-facing team. And the specialists are there across the branches, across the regions to address the needs and demands of the partners and the customers. Senthil, moving on to you. Manish highlighted a few points in terms of SAEs, ADEs, and of course the segment leads and all that. So from a segment focus, how are we structured in India from an industry automation perspective, and what do you see as the trends coming up in this particular space?
Okay, Hari, in Schneider, segments are divided into hybrid and process, and we kind of address both the segments. Industries like water and wastewater, triple M, CPG, life science, healthcare, all comes under the discrete basket, and industries like oil and gas, chemicals, fine chemicals, all we classify as process industries. Be it discrete industries or be it process, at Schneider we have a very good support. There are a couple of ways we have knowledge base available, specialist available. One is segment specialist with the process knowledge. They would understand the process, they know the trends in the industries with respect to the segments, the future trends, where the industry is going, the customer pain points, and they kind of consolidate that and feed back into the organization, and constantly we evolve to cater to those customer needs. We also have segment specialists within the industrial automation community, and their main focus is to ensure they adapt the solutions, the automation solutions, what all we have, to the segment specific requirements. So at both ends, one, there is a set of people available to understand the process, customer needs and pain points. Other, there is a set of people who are capable of adapting all the high-end technologies in industrial automation space, whatever we bring in, be it energy management and industrial automation. Everywhere we have, Schneider is adapting technology quite faster. And these segment-specific specialists, both from industrial automation community and the segment community, ensures that we take that to the customer. And they have a role in equipping all these system integrators and larger partner network by providing the support. And that's how we approach the segments, Hari.
Thank you, Senthil. I think a couple of points that you highlighted, wherein you said the segment specialist from industry automation, segment specialist from energy management. So the story becomes a lot more tighter and stronger as a one AC approach. Now we've been talking with the partner community, we've been talking with the customers as a one AC approach, and I think most of our customer facing teams are also equipped accordingly. Nikhil, this is I would want to bring your thoughts into this. From a one AC approach, especially when we have specialists in terms of partner community. So how does it benefit them? What are the things that they can look forward to from a one AC approach?
Yeah, so one SE, I mean, is one Schneider Electric, right? And we call this one SE because this global company, and then we have multiple business units, and this multiple business unit owns different products and offers and solutions. But when we look at end customer perspective, all this business unit, we have a mechanism in place where they come together and create a solution, and through our partners, which can look forward to possibly the most comprehensive product portfolio they can think when they think about automation. And that's one SE, because all the business unit product portfolio are put together as required, and the solution can stitch together, and then they can take it to the customer. And I think this is the possibly one of the big competitive advantage to our system integrator. And I can give a couple of examples. Let me give an example of motor management, where they can look at drives and signaling and PLC, everything, create a solution with that. On top of that, we also have an edge control and then a software. And they really don't need to look outside of Schneider Electric. All expertise, although it lies within different BU, but once again, I would like to highlight that when it comes to the end customer and system integrator, our internal arrangements, what we have with our product application experts and solution application experts, they come together and create a solution for our customer. That's what we call one SE. So that's one big competitive advantage for the system integrator, that everything is in-house, and then it starts right from the blueprint, okay, understanding the customer voice, customer pain points, and people come together to address this issue till the time we manage also after the processes are already done and the equipments are installed. So that's a complete value chain we can manage as part of one SE. Tasis Island possibly is another example on switching and controlling portfolio, which is path breaking, a huge benefit to our system integrator when they look at efficiency and proper motor management. So there could be more and more examples, but one SE approach is that let's use the comprehensive portfolio of Schneider Electric, and we keep calling plant to plug. So the plant is where energy is produced, plug is where we use energy, and we have offer in between in all the domain and application. So that is something which is so important to the system integrator.
Thank you, Nikhil. I think that's a lot of ground that we have covered in terms of technology, in terms of offers, in terms of the segments and the domains that we address. Manish, now with so much amount of technology that we have, there's a lot to be asked from the customer-facing team. Right? He has to cover the industry automation. He has to cover the motor management story that Nikhil was mentioning. He has to talk about the software. So how do you think the collaboration across teams at the customer-facing teams work? And if you can throw some light on some of the successes that we've had.
Well, Hari, thanks. Good question. Now, let me elaborate a bit what I said earlier also. Yes, the needs are changing actually, and they are changing very, very fast. And at Schneider, we realize that. So we continuously train and upskill our team, to really manage these emerging needs of the customers. We have teams trained and specialized for specific products and solutions, like I said, to address the very need of partners in the market. They are fully equipped today. The entire team, whether it is sales team or maybe the support team, they are fully equipped with domain specific capability and know-how, be it from a segment perspective or the specific application perspective. We clearly understand that every segment has specialized needs and every application has unique needs. And like Senthil said, we have the right team today in place with the right know-how to take this specialized solution to our customers. Now that is our continuous process, and that's what we do it very continuously, so that we read the market well and we also address the market according to these emerging needs actually. Now, I would say one thing here that in the past we had very good examples, and Nikhil also talked about, one Schneider perspective. We have cracked many accounts when the teams have collaborated across businesses. And of course, our partner community has also really supported well in that to address and drive the right solution to the customers. Now it's very interesting, the way we are organized as for one Schneider approach to our customers. The sales team, which is like one sales team, and there is a right kind of support team around, like segment teams, offer team, prescription team, BD teams, and who work together with the sales team and with our partners to drive one Schneider solution to the customer. Actually, I would say one thing, I will not elaborate examples here, but in the last 5 years or so, what we have seen, we have definitely taken few points higher than our competitor, than in the market, because of this approach of saturation to our customers.
Thank you, Manish. Yes, I take your point in terms of what we have. Now, moving on to you, Sendil. Now, that's a lot on offer from us as an organization in comparison with some of the competitors that we day in and day out compete. So this is what is coming from Schneider. Now, your expectations from the partner community, where do you think that they need to scale up? Where do you think that they need to focus so that the objective of the organization can be taken to the market?
Okay, that's a great question, Hari. Schneider as an organization brings in so much of innovative products and innovative solutions, and Nikhil and Manish has mentioned what all other aspects we do, like prescription and marketing, so many other things we do to ensure that the value proposition is communicated. While that is the value proposition communication by Schneider in general would be very helpful, every system integrator, every partner is expected to take that few notches further by internalizing the message. The kind of technologies we have is so wide and deep. Okay, so it's difficult for us to communicate it to the last mile. So the expectation from our system integrators and partners is, in the sphere they work, in the segments they work, internalize, understand the solutions, the value proposition, what we bring in, and the technology we bring in, and the future we have, and communicate that effectively to our customers. That's a main expectation. And to do that, they need to equip themselves. Okay, equip right from their ability to articulate and pick up and generate lead, mature that lead, integrate and work with the Schneider organization. There are so many touch points Manish has mentioned very, very well. Work with the organization, arrive at the right kind of solution, optimize the solution, ensure that we provide that to the customers. The reality is that competition has it all as well. Okay, so value proposition doesn't remain only in the offer. It is the way we go to market. It is the way we serve the customers. So the differentiation has to come from the way we approach and serve our customers, in our ability to optimize the solution. That needs a very, very deep knowledge about the process and the customer needs. And partners are expected to get themselves ready for that, equip themselves for that, constantly upskill with the portfolio knowledge, what we're bringing, with the technology we engage. And that will make a big difference. As I repeat that, value proposition is much more than the technology we bring in the product. It is the way we take it to the customer. Okay, and that last mile connectivity is a huge responsibility, which we expect our partners to do that. And most of them are already doing it. And the need is to constantly upgrade, update themselves, and train their workforce. And the reality is we will have turnover. When they get the new workforce, they need to get them trained quickly, get up to speed with what all they've done. So that is the main expectation from the partner community, Hari.
Thank you, Sendil. Yeah, value proposition, upgrade themselves, carry the right proposition to the customer. Yeah, that's a lot of pointers to the partner community. Now, coming to you, Nikhil. Now, to the partner community, we have a lot to offer. Now, when the system integrators of industry automation, when they look at us, apart from industry automation, what are the avenues that they can look at with the changing dynamics of the marketplace that we have today?
Yes, so I did mention about possibly the most comprehensive offer portfolio that Schneider has, and there are two things. One is, of course, the offer portfolio, and then the expertise what we can provide and work together with the system integrator. The second thing is the badges, our program, right? So just to mention Eco Expert badges where we have this certification program for the substation or substation as well as the critical power badges which are given, which enables them to start looking into the adjacencies, okay, within the industrial environment when they see the opportunity. So acquiring that kind of competency, and then every time they acquire a competency, there is a whole offered portfolio to back them up with. So yes, once they are part of a Schneider system, they can actually explore a lot more business avenues where they can use their customer connect and customer intimacy. I'm sure that when we look at a customer, starting right from the offices to industry shop floor, customer would need a lot of engagement through various needs that they see this to manage their process and then many other automation work. So a comprehensive portfolio backed by certification, helping our system integrator to enhance their competencies is super important. One more thing, as we talk more about IIoT and we said it's digitization everywhere, we are certainly talking about, and I cannot refrain from mentioning about our EcoStruxure platform, where we have 3 layers of connected products, edge control, and software. Now, once again, a typical example of EcoStruxure Process Expert. This is the only DCS for hybrid industry users that can measurably pay for itself within 3 months of implementation. So this is a value proposition while we talk about industrial automation for SIs, but at the same time we have EcoStruxure across various domains. I will not take more time on that, but yes, there is a huge opportunity to explore. We talk about infinite opportunities when we join hands with the system integrators and look for huge business potential.
Yeah, thank you, Nikhil. I think the a couple of badges that we have, be it from an Eco Expert to the process automation or even the secure part, I think a lot of them make sense for the industry automation partner community. Manish, coming to you, what are your short-term and long-term expectations from the partner community?
Well, as far as short term is concerned, for 2021, we have just 3.5 months left. So the short term priority remains, let's try and accelerate and close the year on a high note, which means better than 2019, at least by 5 to 10 percentage point. Now that's a very short term kind of a priority actually, but our focus has to be medium term and long term more. So for 2022 and beyond, our aspiration is to grow faster than market and competition, and for that, Schneider is ticking all the boxes as indicated by Nikhil and Senthil. When they discussed about the kind of new solutions we talk, or we talk of programs we are talking about, all of it actually. With Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, actually, India is poised to grow faster with the new investment. In the next, I would say, 10 to 15 years time, there won't be any stopping here. I mean, India will definitely grow faster. So with the right recipe of technology, market reach, digitization, and large presence, I can say that the partner community can bank on us, and of course, collaborate with us for the greater success. We also expect all the partner community to invest in people the way Nikhil also mentioned and Senthil also talked about, and expand your area of expertise, keep upgrading yourself very, very regularly to cater to emerging needs of the market. Well, we have no boundaries to what we can achieve together, and we want our partners to grow with us.
Mentioned about infinite possibilities. I think there's a lot to be taken from Schneider and from the market through the partner community. Senthil, I think with the owners that Nikhil and Manish have set on the partners and the relevant teams within Schneider, any directional message from you as from a BU perspective?
Thanks, Hari. In the short term, Nikhil has covered what is to be done in the short term, and the other message from Manish and Nikhil as well. It's very clear what all we are doing in terms of the structure as an organization to support them. I would like to focus on the big picture. Industrial automation is at an inflection point. The reason why I say is that a couple of decades back, automation is a nice to have thing. Okay, it can reduce some manpower, and all those were the perspectives. But today, automation and the recognition and the acknowledgement with the senior management all across is that automation can provide significant gains in every sphere of manufacturing. Okay, and there is a willingness to invest. And the digital transformation, the number of times you heard digital transformation these days in every conversation is a pointer to the fact that industries are looking for vendors like Schneider to lead that, and Schneider is already ready with that, with the technologies we bring in, with the solutions, the structure which we already have within the organization to help deliver that value proposition. So it's for the partners, as I mentioned, to get themselves ready, upskill, look for that future, and be a part of this future, part of this journey with Schneider, to ensure that we carry forward all the tremendous technologies what we have to the customer, to the benefits. We can make digital transformation happen, and that's for sure. And the manner in which we approach is important. If you look at the hardware space, how do we do that? The hardware space, like PLCs and HMI and DCS, the competition has taken a lead, let's be honest. But when it comes to the software technology, like the softwares what we have, Aviva, ProLit, the EcoStruxure Automation Expert, what the latest one what we have launched, all these are software-led technology. So Schneider is getting ready, poised, technologically ready to lead this software-led revolution, and we would like our system integrators to be part of that, take this forward. That's a message, Hari.
Thank you, Senthil. I think, thank you, gentlemen, all three of you, for the time that you've spent, a lot of pointers that have been highlighted. So going forward, we have a few subject matter experts coming in to take the partner community through the Alliance program, the software portion, and also from a digitization perspective, what are the things that we are covering. I would request Sudarshan to come over and take charge from here. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Hari. Thanks all the leaders, Manish, Senthil, and Nikhil, for your wonderful insights. You talked about the industrial evolution. You talked about the future trends, and you also touched upon the importance of partner ecosystem. Thanks once again. Digitization is no more a concept. So our vision is to build a next generation industrial world to be open, sustainable, data-driven, and efficient. Our vision is to lead a safe digital transition from CapEx to OpEx, aiming 100% engineering efficiency and operational effectiveness. Our vision is to lead a transition to more sustainable industry with unique combination with energy management and software. Our vision is to lead with a complete and open integration of EcoStruxure, Aviva, and ecosystem of our partners, combined with vertical domain expertise. In our journey, partners play a major role, and we want our partners to quickly align to the new trends and learn the new way of doing business. We go together. In order to build a strong network of system integrators, we have many programs, and one such program is the Alliance program. Alliance program is a unique program to grow system integrator competency and efficiency, recognizing their differentiating capability in the market. And another such program is Schneider Electric Exchange. To talk more about these programs, today we have with us our colleagues, Mr. Sean Losh, joining us from Singapore. He is the Global Director, Alliance Program. He'll be talking about what is Alliance Program, benefits, and how to get into the program and all that. And also we have Mahendra Suratkar, who is Exchange Business Leader, Industrial Automation, joining us from Paris. He will talk about growing business digitally with the help of Schneider Electric Exchange. Of course, we have Sudhir Dambi from India, who will be talking about the roadmaps of software offers. Without wasting much of time, I would like to leave the floor to my colleagues. Over to you, Sean.
Thank you, Sudarshan. As just mentioned, my name is Sean Lush and I'm the Alliance Director. I would like to thank everyone for giving up their time today to attend this event. The Alliance program has built itself up on providing close working relationships between Schneider Electric and the Alliance partner, the system integrator. It's about selecting the best partners that can represent the offers that Schneider Electric provide in an EcoStruxure solution. What has been core in the program has been certification, and to that end, it's around technology and segment. When we look at the program, it's a 3-tier program, registered, certified, and master. You find that an SI coming off the street doesn't automatically become a registered partner. We have to develop a working relationship to ensure that we have a long-term strategy in place to bring a partner on board. Once at registered, we encourage our partners to work towards becoming certified in both technology and becoming a segment preferred partner. For the select few, by invitation only, we are welcomed into master level. The program focuses around, or the levels focus around performance, loyalty, experience, and competence. The Alliance program is truly a global program. We're represented in more than 70 countries and about 1,500 partners. Certification is important, and I'll go into that in more detail. So certification doesn't just stop at one certification. You'll see it actually, there are multiple certifications required to be a fully EcoStruxure provider or a solution provider to the end user. Why did we focus on certification? It all happened about asking the end user, how did they go about identifying the best partner for a project? And what the information that came back to us was that the end user looked at obviously a partner who had segment knowledge, so that they knew what they were doing in a particular segment. So a pumping station in this example. But now the next layer is, it's great that they've got segment knowledge, but do they have the different technologies required to implement that solution? So then technology was focused on. And last, but definitely not least, was, do they have the backing of the vendor? With that in mind, we kicked off our program many years ago, and we had a select bucket of certifications in which an SI could select the ones that most fitted them. And that was great. We introduced at a later stage segment preferred partner to help again identify to the end user those partners who had the best skill sets in that particular segment. All this information was not quite getting through to the end user. And towards the end of last year, we looked at it and we felt that it needed to be realigned. It shouldn't just be a bucket of certifications, but more have meaning behind what does that certification mean. And we've aligned it now with EcoStruxure. So when you actually get control system, you're edge certified, edge control certified. That has more meaning in terms of how putting a total solution together for the end user. What it also highlighted is that one certification, even an edge, is not enough. When you're integrating, like the previous example, in a water solution, you need telemetry, you need Aviva software often, you need control. So there's a number of technologies that support that solution. And it's important that we actually drive that to the end user so that they can actually see exactly what investment has been put in by the alliance partner in achieving certification. And this is what the new certification is going to look like going forward. So it's on the left-hand side, it's all about high level. You're at what level of EcoStruxure are you certified, and what segment specialization do you have? And versus on the right-hand side, exactly which technologies do you have certification on? And what's very important now, you'll see there's a strong pull to bring Aviva software into the certification because it forms a crucial component in EcoStruxure. Only having a few minutes to present, but I'd like to just wrap it up a little bit. Our whole relationship with our alliance partners and our system integrators is about building a joint cooperation to develop the market. It's about also improving your technical capabilities in the multiple technologies that form part of EcoStruxure. Support is key. When you are requiring technical support, you need it now, and that's a crucial component that Schneider can provide, and we've tried to make it easy to work with us going forward. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present this, and if there's any questions, I'll be able to take it on the chat.
Hello everyone. I'll be presenting you Schneider Electric Exchange, which is a business platform to help connect customers and partners digitally in order to do business. Exchange brings together the ecosystem of end users, service providers, and technology partners. There are three main use cases of Exchange: a digital marketplace, an online community, and a developer's corner. First, Exchange is a marketplace where you have a supply side including digital offers from Schneider Electric, Aviva, and third-party companies. And the objective of having all of these on the supply side is to provide enhanced value to the end users on the demand side. Secondly, Exchange is also an online community where end users, service providers, and Schneider Electric experts can interact with each other. For instance, an end user in the food and beverage segment can ask a specific question on remote automations and get exposed to Schneider Electric offers such as Augmented Operator Advisor or services from a system integrator. Finally, Exchange is also a developer's corner where you can find lots of resources such as analytics, APIs, and work on data workspace as a service. You can simply register on Exchange at exchange.sc.com. Exchange is open to any user globally. Now, let's look at some of the key value propositions of Exchange for end users. There are three key value propositions. First, an end user can find more than 400 digital offers from Schneider Electric, Aviva, and technology partners. 50% of these offers come from third-party technology partners, which shows truly the openness of the Exchange platform. Users can either generate a lead for an offer through the Contact Us option or directly purchase some of these offers online through Exchange. Second value proposition for an end user is the ability to find more than 500 service providers, including system integrators, original equipment manufacturers, and IT service providers. And finally, end users can also participate in specialized forums on Exchange for either public or private discussions with customers and partners. Exchange provides four key value propositions to service providers. First, a service provider can publish their company profile on Exchange to get global visibility. This can help the system integrators or OEMs to get leads from end users. Secondly, some service providers who have specific digital offers, for example, hybrid DCS libraries, can also publish them on Exchange. They can sell these offers directly through Exchange, as well as do lead management for some other offers. And please note that both these services, publishing your company profile and publishing your offers, are completely free of cost for the service provider. Third, service providers can also be on the demand side. That is, they can find digital offers in the exchange marketplace from Schneider Electric as well as third-party technology companies. And finally, SI or OEM can participate in discussions in the exchange community and forums to solve technical questions or discuss business opportunities with end users and service providers. Now, let me do a live demo of the Exchange platform to show you these value propositions. So I would invite you to go to exchange.se.com in order to experience Exchange. So this is the Exchange platform. As you see, it's really a problem-solving platform that enables you to enter a specific problem. For example, if you enter remote automation, you will see some service providers, some community posts, and products and services that can respond to your problem. Exchange is available in multiple languages, so you can access it in any language of your choice. So let's log in to Exchange or register on this platform. As a Schneider Electric employee, you can simply use the single sign-on button over here in order to log into Exchange. If you are an Alliance partner, you can use your partner credentials in order to log into Exchange. And if you would like to register on Exchange, you can simply do it using this button over here. The registration on Exchange is completely free of cost and it takes 1 minute to register. So let me log into Exchange. Once you log into Exchange, you can see the home page of Exchange. And through this home page, you can navigate to the other parts of Exchange, namely the shop part, which is the marketplace, the collaborate part, which contains the online community and service provider section, and the develop part, which is the developers corner. On the home page, you can see different buttons over here. So you can first of all publish your company profile using this button over here. You can also sell your digital offers by publishing them online Exchange. So you can publish your products, your APIs, your data sets, and there are publisher guides available over here in order to help you in the publication process. You can also look at the terms and conditions for publishers. Once you publish your digital offers, they appear here in the shop part of Exchange. So in the shop, which is the marketplace, you can see some featured products based on segments. For example, for food and beverage, you can access these offers and look at these offers in detail. If you go inside the shop part, you will also see more than 460 offers which are published on Exchange. The interesting aspect about Exchange is that you can filter these offers by segments, by pricing plan, by categories, and different criteria. If you look for a specific offer, for example, let's look at an offer called as PLC checker. I can either contact the vendor of this offer, which is Itris Automation, or I can also purchase this offer directly on the platform. So in this case, the ordering, the delivery in the form of download of the offer, and the license management, all three things happen on the platform. So this is essentially the shop or the marketplace part of Exchange. Secondly, if you look at the service provider part, so we have more than 500 service providers, including system integrators and original equipment manufacturers who have published their profiles on Exchange. You can look at a particular service provider. For example, if I look at a service provider like Master Systems based in France, I will be able to look at the profile of this company in detail. I will be able to look at its certifications, and as an end user or another service provider, I will be able to contact this service provider through the contact us option. So once I press on this contact us option, this system integrator will directly get this business lead. The second part about Collaborate section is the community part. In the community, we have different online communities where end users and service providers can interact with each other. You can see the list of communities over here. So for example, if you look at the General Industrial Automation and Control Forum, you can see different discussions, either technical discussions or business discussions happening in this particular forum. You can also see discussions related to specific offers. So this is essentially a demo of Exchange. So if we go back to the presentation, I would like to show you some success stories on Exchange. So the first success story that I would like to share with you is of an alliance system integrator partner in the United States who was looking for a tool that would ease the integration burden of the Modicon ePack assets into Aveva system platform. This partner found a tool called as EcoStruxure Control Expert Asset Link through Exchange. The purchase, delivery, and license management, all the three aspects happened fully online, which truly demonstrates the ease of finding an offer and also procuring them. The second success story that I would like to share with you is that of a collaboration between an alliance system integrator, TrueNorth in Canada, and a technology partner, Gen7 Systems, also based in Canada. TrueNorth was looking for solutions to push data from SCADA-PACK RTU using MQTT protocol, and they found a digital offer on Exchange from Gen7 Systems that perfectly met their needs. This is also an interesting case because the purchase, download, and license management happened through Exchange. Another success story is that of collaboration between two alliance system integrators, Supertech from India and Interlinks from Malaysia. In this case, Supertech had published some hybrid DCS libraries for usage in the sugar industry, and these libraries were purchased by Interlinks through Exchange. So there's a nice example of collaboration between two service providers based in different geographies. And finally, it's important to understand that Exchange is not just a platform for purchasing products online, as we saw in the previous cases, but also for getting in touch with service provider. The transaction can happen outside Exchange, and this final success story demonstrates this fact. In this case, Base Sistemas, an alliance SI from Spain, was looking for cybersecurity measures in a petrochemical plant. They posted their requirement in the Exchange community, and Enigmedia, which is a technology company from Spain, responded to this question. The two companies got in touch with each other in order to execute the transaction off the platform. So again, this is a good example of collaboration which started through the discussion in the community. Finally, I would like to explain you how you can leverage Exchange. So first of all, I would invite you to log in or register on Exchange through this link. Secondly, you can discover different digital offers and services, some of which are monetized, some of which are free resources in the catalog of the marketplace. Finally, you can also find different service providers, more than 500 and certified and reliable system integrators or OEM for your projects. And you can also participate in the Exchange community of more than 45,000 members through the link over here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write to me on this email address. I look forward to your collaboration through Exchange. Thank you.